Welcome back to the B Jack 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson, and we just came off of a crazy Monday night football game. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but got to recap Brandon's bets from last week. I was 3-1 after Sunday. I was feeling good. I'm like, no way, Chiefs don't cover. -3. No way they don't do it. They go up 14-0. I'm like, pick my feet up, lean back. I'm good. Like I just gotta wait until the game is over for a 4-1 week. Great week, and we know what happened. Patrick Mahomes throws a 99-yard pick six. Trevor Lawrence stumbles, rumbles, tumbles into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. They win. They win outright. Chiefs don't cover. 3-2 week, but it's tough. We want to do better. We wanted that 4-1, but hey, man, I'm still profitable, man. It's 60%. I'm 60% through week 5. So if you've been following the bets, if you've been tailing the bets and listening to me, man, I've been making you money. So go ahead, stick with me, listen to me. I got you. I know what I'm talking about. 60% against the spread, 15-10 through 5 weeks is pretty good, man. It's pretty good. That's profitable. I'm making you money. So, let's recap that real quick. But before we get into it, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. Let's just get right into it. Let's go through Brandon's bets. I had Miami -1.5 at Carolina. They lost. That team, I'm I'm not touching Miami for a long time because anything can happen with that team. They can win, they can lose, they can tie, they can get blown out, they can blow somebody out. They were up 17 against Carolina, lost the lead, like just blew, like I don't know. Mike McDaniel is looking rough down there. No Tyreek Hill. You got Tua as your quarterback. It's looking rough down there, brother. That didn't win. Dallas -2.5 against the Jets. That won. That was all day. Won that from the beginning. Didn't have to worry about that. Justin Fields tried to make some noise, but it didn't work. So that won. Detroit -10.5. That was a good one. It got a little shaky there. Jake Browning tried to come back from the dead and make some noise. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins tried their damnedest to get under that 10.5 line, um, but yeah, Detroit went ahead and pulled that one out. Washington +2.5 against the Chargers. Chargers, man, like for the first 10 minutes of this game, they drove the ball down the field. It was 10-0. It was looking easy. I was like, damn, did I really go against the Chargers and Justin Herbert and all that? Immediately, as soon as I thought that, everything flipped. Lad McConkey got that punt return touchdown taken away, and it was wrap after that. It was a wrap after that. Jaden got back right, got back comfortable, started making plays. Bill Krosky Merritt started running all over the defense. I'm not gonna get on to it because we're gonna talk about the Chargers a little bit later in Takeaway Tuesday, but yeah, that Washington +2.5 hit. And then, of course, Kansas City -3 at Jacksonville did not hit. So a 3-2 week this week, week 5, 15-10 against the spread through 5. I wanted that 4-1. I really wanted it, but it is what it is. Still a good weekend. So we'll do better next weekend, like we always do. So off that, getting into what I like to do every Tuesday, Takeaway Tuesday. I'm gonna give you three takeaways, three of the biggest takeaways that I have from the weekend in the NFL. And my first one, um, I gotta I gotta give credit where credit is due. I've been a known Baker Mayfield hater. I didn't start off this way originally in 2018. I didn't start out this way. I was a Baker supporter. I was a Baker bro, just like everybody else. But kind of evolved into Baker Mayfield's biggest hater on the internet in Cleveland. So, um, but I got to give credit where credit is due. I am nothing if not objective. When I'm talking about this football, I love it. I watch it. I study it. I I digest it. I know what I'm looking at, and he's top five right now. I would have I would have never thought that was possible. Never thought those would be words coming out of my mouth. But Baker Mayfield is a top five quarterback right now. Is Patrick Mahomes? Don't care what just happened. The numbers speak for themselves in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I'm super high on Jaden Daniels. I had him top four, even with a healthy Joe Burrow. I'm taking Joe Burrow out because he's out for the year. We won't see him. It'll be a while before he's back. And he'll be back next year, and we could reevaluate then. But I got Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and at number five, I got Baker Mayfield. Man, he's playing unbelievable football. He is leading game-winning drives. They're 4-1. He's been like, and this isn't a fluke. Like he's for me to be on here saying this. He has had to prove himself after time after time after time after time after time. Since he's been in Tampa, he's done nothing but produce big numbers on the football field, lead his team to the playoffs multiple years in a row. I know the division is trash, but you still got to go out and do it. You still got to go out and make the plays. And this year, he's led comeback game winning drive after comeback and game winning drive all year. Like all four of their wins are on his back, driving them down the football field and winning at the end. And they would have done it against the Eagles, but he did throw an interception in the end zone, but like all things considered, the situation and context and everything wasn't a crazy interception. Like he was trying to make a play. Guy was open. Defender came through, made a good play. Look at me defending a Baker Mayfield interception in the fourth quarter. This is unheard of territory. Um, for me. Like if you follow me on Twitter at bjack70, you can just search my name and Baker, and you'll see all kinds of shit. Me talking shit about Baker Mayfield, you'll see it. So me getting on here and saying this goes to show he's out here changing the game. Like he's balling out of control. And I have to admit it. I have to admit it because I'm seeing it. Everybody else is seeing it. People in Cleveland are seeing it. Um, and I have to give credit where it's due. Now, on top of that, what we're not gonna do, people in Cleveland, people in Cleveland, people not in Cleveland, national media, everybody on Twitter, what we're not gonna do is change the narrative and change the story of what happened and why he's not in Cleveland anymore. He's not in Cleveland because of a myriad of different reasons snowballing together, and the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry not wanting him to be on the team anymore. It's not one thing. It's not Odell Beckham's dad's video. It was not that. It was a myriad of things. It was Baker not getting coached by a independent quarterback coach trainer in the offseason. It was him, Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield has said these things. Baker not getting playing with an injured non-throwing shoulder, might I add, injured non-throwing shoulder in a contract year and not being able to play up to his ability, not just not playing, getting the surgery, and going from there. The fact that he played terribly, that that cost him his starting quarterback role in Cleveland. And like there's a number of other things. Him when Miles Garrett hit Miles Rudolph with the helmet, immediately getting interviewed, throwing Miles under the bus without even talking to Miles and knowing what happened, just immediately throwing him under the bus. Getting involved publicly with Duke Johnson's contract dispute. That's one thing that's one thing. If you know anything about the NFL and anything about NFL players, you do not talk about another man's pockets. You do not talk about his contract. You do not talk about his dispute unless if you do talk about it, it better be putting him in the most positive light. Like, oh yeah, we want him to get paid. We stand with him and we'll ride for him whenever he gets here, we're good. Like if it's not that, you do not talk about that man's contract situation. And he didn't do that with Duke Johnson. And it's just a bunch of stuff. Really the number one thing was the play on the field. But a bunch of stuff that snowballed and they got him up out of here. Got him up out of here. Everybody wants to act like he went from getting cut or getting traded from Cleveland to Carolina. They want to act like he went from Cleveland, Ohio, straight to Tampa and started cooking. That's not what happened. We all know that's not what happened. He went to Carolina, lost to the Browns week one of whatever year that was, ended up getting benched, getting cut, and then Sean McVay saved his career. And he, to his credit, 2 days notice, showed up in LA and won a football game. Comeback drive in the fourth quarter, game winning drive in the fourth quarter. Like he did it. Got to give him credit for it. But that was a whole process of him getting there. He didn't just leave the Cleveland Browns and start cooking. And everybody knows that, but nobody really wants to talk about that. And there's I'm gonna show you a video. I'm gonna show you a video and I want you to watch this. And I'm gonna talk about how when you see this Baker Mayfield clip, you can watch it and then you could take it and spin it in a positive or a negative. And I'm gonna show you both. So watch this.
Wants to throw to. He's got all the options to the left.
Gonna run out of the pocket. Gonna find the edge. He's got a first down and he falls on that shoulder. Is there a flag?
And he's upset. Look at.
Oh no, he's fired up.
He's so upset. He's happy. Baker Mayfield, he could feel the energy of the crowd, how they were upset about him getting a late hit, but what a run. We said, don't take the sack, so he gets out of it quickly.
Watch where he falls. It's on actually his throwing arm, throwing shoulder, and he gets up and gets the Cleveland fans to even love him a little bit more.
All right. So I'm gonna give you the positive. I'm gonna give you the positive. I'm gonna pull the video back up and I'm gonna give you the positive take first.
Wants to throw to. He's got all the options to the left.
Gonna run out of the pocket. Gonna find the edge. He's got a first down and he falls on that shoulder. Is there a flag?
And he's upset. Look at.
Oh no, he's fired up.
He's
That right there.
upset. He's happy.
That right there. That right there that's Baker Mayfield in a nutshell. He's hurt. The whole world knows he's hurt. Runs, tries to get the first down, gets knocked out of bounds, gets hit late, gets up and shows the toughness, shows the grit, gets up, throws the ball, first down. Everybody's screaming. The building is rocking. He's that guy. He's our guy. He's Cleveland's quarterback. Right? Right? Well, let's I'm gonna show it to you again, and I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't the case.
Wants to throw to. He's got all the options to the left.
the pocket. Gonna find the edge. He's got a first down, and he falls on that shoulder.
Okay, so look at everybody on this bench.
Is there a flag?
He's
Everybody on that bench. Everybody on that bench is on Baker Mayfield's team. They all know the injury report. They all know what's going on. They know he's hurt. He's their quarterback. If your quarterback, if you are 10 toes down for your quarterback, if something like that happens, he gets hit late out of bounds while he's hurt, if he's really galvanized the locker room, if people really have his back, that is a bench clearing brawl. The Pittsburgh Steelers that are on the sideline for that aren't going to make it back without some bruises. That's if you love your quarterback, if you're riding for your quarterback, if you're 10 toes down for your quarterback. Those Steelers that are over there don't make it out. They don't make it back because they getting jumped. We're not having that. We are not having that. If that's our guy, if that's our quarterback. Let's go back to it. Let's finish the video.
upset. Look at.
Oh no, he's fired up.
He's so upset. He's happy. Baker Mayfield. He can feel the energy of the crowd. How they were upset about him.
None of his teammates care.
Getting a late hit, but what a run. We said, don't take the sack, so he gets out of it quickly.
Watch where he falls. It's on actually.
They're not doing anything. They don't care.
Throwing arm, throwing shoulder, and he gets up.
Watch this.
And gets the Cleveland fans.
You know who that is. You know who that is. Don't give a shit. Do not give a shit what just happened. I'm telling you, man, like, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong on this. That's the kind of stuff why he wasn't in Cleveland anymore. His teammates did not have his back. His teammates did not have his back. If that happened to Tampa on Sunday, something like that happened to him, Tampa would murder the other team because he's garnered that respect. He has achieved a level of success that garners respect, and they love him. They love him down there. He's been a model teammate, model citizen, hard worker, doing all the work he needs to do in the off season. Just been an all around great guy by all accounts down there. But when he was in Cleveland, it was nothing like that. Not a great teammate, throwing guys under the bus, talking bad about guys in contract disputes, not putting the work in the offseason, not doing what the team needs you to do. Okay, you're hurt, you're playing, well, you better produce if you're going to play. And he threw multiple picks. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you know the games I'm talking about. Against Detroit at home, that interception. On Christmas against Green Bay, against the Baltimore Ravens when Lamar threw like 4 picks, we still lost. If you're a Browns fan, you know these games I'm talking about. And that's why he's gone. Now, I had to bring that up. I had to let people know because people want to revise history and act like what happened didn't happen. And I'm going to give credit where it's due, but I'm not going to let you change the narrative on what happened. But shout out to Baker. Like I said, he's a top 5 guy right now. He's playing out of his mind, and he's been consistently doing it since he's been in Tampa. He hasn't played at this elite of a level, and it's incredible because he doesn't have right now Mike Evans, Chris Godwin is back, but he's still not the same Chris Godwin that we know. Emeka Ibuka is a superstar already, so shout out to Ibuka. Um, but that's the only real weapon threat he has in the passing game right now, and he's the MVP. If we really want to talk about it, Baker Mayfield is the MVP. If we end it right now through 5 weeks, so I had to get that out of my chest. I'm gonna be real. I keep it real with you guys. I keep it real. If you're gonna come to me and you're gonna watch me, listen to me, subscribe to the channel and like the videos, I'm gonna give you the real, and I'm gonna give you what's right. And he's top five. That's it. Number two, number two takeaway. I'm out on the Chargers. I'm out on the Chargers, and that doesn't mean I'm not gonna pick them to win a game here or there. I still think they might even make the playoffs because there's too good of a talent roster for them to not make it. But they might not make, like, they're still going to be in the mix. But like, as far as them doing anything for real, I'm out. And it only took 2 weeks, 2 games, 2 losses, 2 weeks. Giants, Commanders, I'm out. I saw what I needed to see. I thought I saw them turning the corner against the Chiefs and whoever else they played. I forgot who else they played, but the Raiders, and like, I thought they were doing it big. I thought they turned the corner. Justin Herbert, I thought he might have been in the MVP conversation, but now they're sloppy. Justin Herbert's turning the ball over. Bill Krosky Merritt ran circles around him. Jaden Daniels did whatever he wanted to do against him. Uh, Lad, where's Lad McConkey? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. My fantasy team is begging. Where's Lad McConkey at? Where? Please. I'm serious. I need him. But in all seriousness, like, he's not been impactful as we thought he was going to be. Quinn Johnston is still doing well for what we thought he was capable of, but he still had a couple of drops here and there, and the spectacular plays haven't kept coming. Keenan Allen still Keenan Allen. I got no beef with Keenan Allen. That's my guy. I love him, but yeah, Justin. I know. I crown somebody top five quarterback every week in Takeaway Tuesday. I know I do that, and I don't know who's going to be next week. I might come on here. Jalen Hurts, top five quarterback. Oh man, dang. Uh, I you know, truth be told, I almost came on here to say Drake May was a top five quarterback, but I'm not. I'm not doing that yet. Not gonna keep changing the top five every week. That's not what we're gonna do here. No Nick Wright, Mahomes Mountain over here, or nothing like that. But um, but yeah, I'm taking Justin Herbert back out of the top five. It was too quick. Put him in there too quick. Um, yeah, I'm just out. I'm just out on this Chargers team. They're not a serious group of people. And Omarion Hampton is hurt on IR. We'll see. We'll reevaluate in 4 weeks. So yeah, I'm out. I'm out for them to do anything serious this year. I'm out. And last but not least, number three for Takeaway Tuesday. The Jacksonville Jaguars, a team I just watched play as of recording this. It's Monday night. You'll see it Tuesday morning. Jags are for real, but not exactly how I planned it. During predictions week on the channel, I had the Jags making the playoffs, but I thought it was going to be on the back of Trevor Lawrence turning the corner, Brian Thomas Jr. picking up where he left off from last year, Travis Hunter getting inserted as a wide receiver, playing sparingly on defense, but it's been the opposite. Trevor has been inconsistent all like all season, just like he's been his whole 5 year career. Travis Hunter barely has played. Well, he's played snaps on offense, but he hasn't made any significant contributions on offense until tonight. But the defense has got 14 or 15 takeaways, first in the league. And I didn't see that coming. I don't know a lot of people who saw this Jacksonville defense coming, but they got pieces. Um, Jordan Lewis or Jordan Lewis. The corner that they got from the Cowboys already had Josh Hines Allen. Trayvon Walker was hurt. Got surgery, didn't play in this game, and didn't need him. Didn't need him. They play in the AFC South, and they already have 4 wins. Like this Jaguars team can gain some momentum, bank some wins in the division. Um, they're going to be a playoff team. I'm not going further than that because their quarterback has got to do better. Like Trevor made a spectacular play, like being able to trip and fall twice and get up on the same play and score a touchdown anyway. I think that's kind of like I might put that on the Chiefs is like, what are you guys doing? More than I'm like, oh, Trevor made a great play, but he still had to do it and he did it. And he made 2 unbelievable throws on that last possession. And I tweeted at BJX70, I tweeted, those are the throws why that make us believe in Trevor Lawrence. Those are the throws. Everything that I've said about Trevor Lawrence on my Twitter, on this channel, my love for him, my belief in him is because of those throws that he made on the last possession to go win the game. But also on the drive for him to end the game, they had a damn delay game penalty. They had 3 of them that I can remember, maybe more delay game penalties throughout this Monday Night Football game. That can't happen. You may get one, play got in late, you didn't get it out, you know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. 3 delay game penalties, I'm not putting that on the coach. I'm putting that on Trevor Lawrence. If they do get the play in late, figure it out. Call like you're the quarterback, you need to know the playbook, get your team into something that they can run so you're not continually losing 5 yards when you need every single yard. I'm putting that on Trevor Lawrence operationally. Keep getting those delay game penalties. That's just unacceptable. Um, the interception he threw, I can't really fault him for that. That looked like a defensive penalty. Not gonna lie. Um, so I can't really fault him for that. The fumble on the goal line, I know watching Trevor, that's a play that he likes to make the quarterback sneak, go over the top with, you know, hold it over the ball, like hold it over the line. That's something he really likes to do because he's so tall, he's 6'6", and his arms are so long. It's usually a good bet for him. He was just unlucky. Nick Bolton made a play. I mean, that's good film watching from Nick Bolton and the Chiefs. If I'm sitting here knowing that Trevor Lawrence likes to do that, then they need to know it, and they did know it, and they knocked the ball out of his hands. Um, Luckily on the other side, Devin Lloyd had a 99-yard pick six, and like that made up for it. Um, but Trevor's got to be better if this team wants to do anything for real. Like I talked about the Chargers not being a serious team, if the Jags want to be a serious team, their quarterback has to do better. Travis Hunter did a lot more on offense than he's done at any point so far this season. I like seeing that. I like seeing him more involved. Um, I want him to continue to grow and keep that going, but just just because of him playing both sides, playing both ways, we don't know how it's going to look week to week with him. So it's like, honestly, you can't even, like, anything you get from him might be extra on offense at receiver. because he's doing so many things, and he's a rookie and he's learning, and he's growing into it, but it's going to be tough for him to be consistent on either side of the ball right now. So I'm gonna give him grace. I'm gonna let him grow, but I'm glad he did catch a deep ball and showed the athleticism, showed why I thought he was a better receiver coming out of the draft. Um, and that play showed why. That highlight play when he jumped over two Chiefs defenders and brought it in. So shout out to him for doing a little bit better. But yeah, man, this Jacksonville team, man, they're doing as good as they possibly could be doing. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if they can grow the consistency. Also, Brian Thomas Jr. Was on the receiving end of one of those great Trevor Lawrence throws. He has to be better. He has to be better. He's a guy, he's one of those receivers that should not be able to get covered one on one, should not disappear from the game essentially. And I know anything can happen, like offenses, you can get phased in and out of the offense. Like I'm looking at you, AJ Brown. Um, but Brian Thomas Jr. should be touching the ball 7 to 8 times every single game. Should be more. He should be getting targeted more than that, but at a minimum, 7 or 8 times. Um, but he also needs to do a better job. I'm seeing people on Twitter saying he's jogging off a route, like jogging routes, not getting off the ball quick enough. He has to do better. So it's not just on the offense. Excuse me, not just on the offense, also on him. But but yeah, man. Um, yeah. So that's all I got for you. Um, appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Would appreciate you liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and I will be back this Friday. We're here on the channel every Tuesday morning, every Friday morning. Tuesday recapping the weekend. Friday, I'm giving you Brandon's bets, and anything crazy that I need to report on, or anything newsworthy that I need to report on. I give it to you Friday, give it to you Tuesday. If it's really that crazy, I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna give it to you emergency. So keep your notifications on. But yeah, go ahead again, like, subscribe. Appreciate you. Um, and yeah, man. Until the next time, we'll see you.